Imagine yourself inside a dusty garage at sunrise. The air smells of old steel and quiet possibility. Before you stands a motorcycle silent for 30 years. Most people would dismiss it as worthless scrap metal, but a few individuals notice something completely different. They see a challenge waiting patiently to be revived. They imagine evenings and weekends devoted to restoration, sensing a test that quickens their heartbeat and excites them to start immediately. In garages worldwide, something deeply human is unfolding. People dismantle forgotten machines piece by careful piece, scrubbing every component manually with patient dedication and bringing lifeless metal back into working condition. Yet this narrative extends beyond motorcycles alone. It explores what happens inside minds encountering repairable things. Modern existence rushes forward with relentless, exhausting speed. We scroll countless images before morning truly begins, attend meetings feeling distant and abstracted from reality, and send digital messages seeking meaningful human responses. Much of daily experience feels temporary and strangely unreal. Then someone discovers a rusting motorcycle tucked in barn shadows, and suddenly their entire perspective shifts in quiet realization. Holding a carburetor layered in decades of grime awakens instinct. The object feels solid, heavy, undeniably real. It existed before smartphones and accelerating digital chaos. Unlike invisible tasks, this machine either works or fails. There is no room for vague interpretation. No elegant wording can conceal poor craftsmanship. The engine either roars alive or remains silent, and that certainty delivers uncommon clarity to the restorer. Psychologists have studied our desire for visible accomplishment carefully, revealing something remarkably compelling about human motivation. Our brains naturally pursue competence, mastery, and capability. We deeply crave feeling skilled and effective, wanting to observe direct results of effort. During restoration, each removed bolt marks measurable progress. Every polished surface reflects clarity, both literal and symbolic, and feedback arrives honest, immediate, and unmistakably straightforward. Consider your own previous week at work. How many tasks ended with clearly visible completion? How many assignments offered tangible satisfaction of creation? For many people, that number approaches zero. We shuffle papers and manipulate endless streams of data, attend meetings, discussing conversations about other meetings, and rarely does modern work feel conclusively finished. Now imagine spending a Saturday rebuilding an aging motorcycle engine. You begin with greasy metal seemingly beyond salvation. Hours later, each component stands thoroughly cleaned. Worn parts are replaced with carefully chosen pieces, and you reassemble everything using your own steady hands. You can physically touch the completed outcome, clearly witnessing the dramatic transformation unfold and understanding precisely what your effort achieved. Psychologists call this completing a stress cycle, a type of completion growing increasingly rare in modern living. Yet something deeper unfolds. Choosing restoration over buying new expresses personal values, quietly resisting today's disposable consumer culture, declaring certain objects deserve preservation and care, and honoring craftsmanship and wisdom from earlier generations. In a replaceable culture, restoration becomes quiet rebellion. The chosen motorcycle often carries deeply personal meaning. Perhaps it mirrors the model their father once rode, or maybe it symbolized freedom in childhood films watched repeatedly. These machines transform into vessels holding memory and emotion. Restoration becomes a conversation between present and remembered past. There is comfort in understanding every visible mechanism. Opening a vintage engine reveals fully exposed workings. Each component performs a clear, understandable function, and cause and effect remain simple to trace. Modern vehicles hide complexity behind sealed computerized systems, requiring experts to rely on diagnostic software for answers. Older machines offer refreshing mechanical transparency and simplicity, restoring a feeling of genuine control. Control may be the hidden foundation beneath everything. Research repeatedly links perceived control with emotional well-being. When life feels chaotic, we seek stable spaces, and restoration projects provide exactly that grounding environment. You determine the schedule and working pace, choose which parts require repair or replacement, and decide how the finished motorcycle. That authority belongs entirely within your hands. The slower rhythm encourages a deeply meditative state. Disassembling engines demands unwavering focused attention. You observe alignment and remember intricate sequences carefully. Small details require patience and deliberate concentration, quieting anxious thoughts about tomorrow. Inside the garage, worries gradually lose intensity. Only this bolt and the immediate task truly matter. It becomes mindfulness without needing fashionable branding. Beamed community involvement also plays a greater role than outsiders expect. Restorers connect online and offline through shared passion. These spaces encourage skill over income or status. A teacher and an executive may bond over tuning carburetors together. The motorcycle ignores titles and professional identities completely. Knowledge transfers naturally between older and younger enthusiasts. Experienced restorers teach spark plug adjustments patiently and demonstrate proper valve timing with careful guidance. Such mentorship revives fading traditions of craftsmanship. Transforming damaged machines into functioning ones inspires hope, proving that decline can reverse through patience. When silent engines roar again, revival feels symbolic. The garage becomes a workshop of optimism and resilience. Restorers craft meaning within seemingly empty environments, proving that broken things can become whole again.